Sentiment updates for the 2nd of November for the QuasiDB service. This S&P chart, so notice the descending moving average. We are below the monthly pivot. As I was saying, we've got a downward projection. So this is now stuck in time, and now December's pivot's going to be in flux. So that's where the monthly pivot is now. So we have a bearish bias because we're lower than last month's. But that level is 3356. So notice how this moving average is fairly decent resistance. Then we had some support and we had some resistance. So it looks like it's going to possibly descend and we might get a stronger dollar. So remember, if we get any signals to buy the dollar, we want this to come down, okay, ideally. And the technicals are okay on the moving averages, so we might be seeing a little bounce, and we have got some good support down there as well, which you can see on your chart anyway, but we've broken the diagonal, but we do have some support from that low. AJ, now Marco was saying there is some support here as well, as seen last week, so yeah, pay attention to that. There's your SLC above 74.01, below 73.07. Check your stochastics and your moving averages. Signals actually a buy, but the sentiment's a sell. AU. This big stop loss cluster there is going to be, yeah, it's quite large and it's old as well. 71.60, so it's 150 pips away. Wow. And 69.85, and we're teetering 50-50 really. Euro Oz, there's your monthly pivot. SSC 166.92 and 164.50. It's 50-50 again, really. 51%, so that's quite close, isn't it? It's sideways. And this could possibly fall if we get in risk off. So remember to check your stocks. We are a sell at the high level. We did flip over, as Andre pointed out last night. The retail have gone long, net long this now. So I think we might see a resurgence of the dollar, especially the Dixie, because the euro is heavily weighted. Yeah, technically sell above 117.05 and below 115.95. And it all depends if they hold. If they continue to hold that bias, it will come down. And there's your monthly pivot as well. So it's technically a sell, and we're sentimentally a sell. But yeah, we've got to be a bit tricky, a bit careful this week because we've got the elections. So GU above 1.3, it's nice and easy, and below 128.57. Again, 50-50. A lot of these are pretty undecided. It might just be a good idea just to watch, I think. I'm probably going to take it easy this week. They're going long, but it's pretty sideways, to be honest. NU 67.25, below 65.78. A little bit mixed there. Well, but we're a buy at the low levels, but we're sort of fluctuating a bit. And we are a buy on the sentiment, but they're going long. Oops. There we go, there's them going long at that point. So yeah, tricky. Euro yen above 122.52, 121.46, and that's them going long over time. So it should come down, just if we get risk off. But if we have like a risk on scenario, this is going to do very well. So once again, just keep an eye on your stock, like S&P, the Dow, DAX, and stuff like that. And also, if you can look at the VIX, we've got it on the dashboard. We don't really want a higher VIX if we want risk on. Yeah. So 136.03 and 134.28, and we're a sell. This has been deactivated on the signals this week because we could have some Brexit news and they just screw everything anyway. So, and it's going to be a difficult week as it is anyway. That's them going short, so it could be a buy, but I wouldn't trust this pound this week. And we've got the lockdown as well in the UK. 104.8, so we're very close, we're 3 pips away, looks likely. Your monthly pivot's 104.89, and it looks like it's trying to gun for that, and it might get that as a support. Technically we're good, and sentimentally we sold, so That's bullish. So it's looking like it's going to ignore the high level, but it's going to respect the low level. The time is going to be more important, I think. I think we're seeing a shifting away from the extremes. Dollar CAD above 1.34 and below 13271. We're a sell, but it's 50-50 like a lot of the pairs. And sideways. Dollar Swiss. I think we're going to get this SLC 91.80. Yeah, we're 2 pips away. Yeah, so and we're above monthly pivot, but they're selling it a lot. See that big shift? So that's bullish, and if they continue, up will come. And there's your monthly pivot, like I say, and your SLC below 91.18. I think we're going to get that. Last but not least, gold. There's your monthly pivot, 1890. 1890 is that's where your stop loss cluster is. It's coincided with the monthly pivot, which is interesting. And your SLC below so far away, I'm not going to show you it. So I'm just going to do the monthly pivots and weekly pivots now for the spreadsheet, and then I'll be around if you've got any questions. And I hope you have a good day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.